Alright, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be looking how to get your strict pull-up. So my name is Jay, and if you're new to the channel here, I'd highly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, push the notification bell just for future references so you'll be notified when new videos are released. So we're going to jump straight into it, and in this video I want you to look at two different types of pull-ups. The first one you can see here is a nice little arch position where the chest goes up into the bar and the back is slightly arched. And in the second one, it's going to be more of a hollow position, a straight position, but still going up and getting your chin over the bar. Both of these movements are correct. It's just the implication of what you're training for. But if you're a beginner, like I assume most of you are watching this video, your aim is just to get the chin over the bar. So there's a couple of movements we need to look at in the scapula in order for us to get successful. The first one is depression, where the scapula will move down, and the second one will be retraction or adduction, where the scapula will move together. Most responsible muscles here are the middle trapezius and those adductors. So when you see the pull-up being started, you always want to retract and depress the scapula first. This is that movement down and together of the scapula, so that the scapula can actually get stabilized and then pull up towards the bar. It doesn't matter which variation you choose, whether it's the perfect pull-up, the little arch position, or the straight gymnastic hollow position. The implication of why you're doing it becomes important later on. But if your aim is just to get above the bar, this is what you're looking at for. A couple of mistakes that we see are people actually elevating the scapula and not getting the lower traps and the middle traps to stabilize the scapula and moving the scapula up at the top. You see this usually with beginners. As soon as they start pulling, they pinch their shoulders to their ears and start pulling from there. What happens here is we're actually overusing levator scapula and the upper trapezius, trying to stabilize the scapula. So you'll see this shoulders to ear position and a pulling up to the bar. What we should be seeing is that depression coming up to the bar, keeping that depression stabilizing and not let it roll forward, as you can see at the moment. When people start using or trying to train for the strict pull-up, the first step that they go to is the band. Now, in theory, this can be very good, but in actual reality and practicality, this actually takes longer, because the band gives you more resistance at the bottom, and when you're at the top, it has a little bit less. And most beginners find the movement the hardest at the bottom, where they need to initiate the pull-up. So what we try to do is get a box, step on the box where your chin is over the bar, take your feet off and slowly lower down to the lowest position. This will make you much stronger, much faster, because your muscle is always more stronger in the downwards portion, the negative or the eccentric, than it is actually going up or the concentric movement. What you want to make sure here is that there's smooth motion the whole way down. You want to move in the same speed throughout the whole movement. A beginner mistake would be setting up to the bar, getting to the top, and then lowering slowly down to a certain position or phase and then dropping. Here you can see that there's absolutely no control. So if this is too hard for you, what we suggest is get the same box, stand on it, but use your feet to help you. In this way you can dictate how much help you're actually giving towards the pull-up instead of dropping or missing very valuable range. Now if this is too easy for you, we make it a little bit harder. Set up the box slightly behind it, still so that the chin will go above the bar when you're going to hold onto it. Place one foot on it with the toes down and then pull up in this fashion. This will help you to put not as much pressure on the feet as you did before, but still give you that stimulus to be able to pull and come over the bar. Notice that the movement always starts with the scapula first. We pull the scapula, then at the bottom the scapula is the last thing to relax. Always start from a passive hang, going active, pulling up, then going passive on the last position again. We want the lower traps and the middle traps to be able to stabilize this position and not the other. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, please subscribe, and until next time, see you then.